This is going to be a rather strange video because the incident that happened was kind of rather strange. I'll tell you. And this is not me trying to attack a particular individual, but I like to share real life incidents and you can give me your input. Now, yesterday I happened to get a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and I read every comment that there is and I acknowledge it. So this comment was from a person who I know. It's a female and we're very close friends. And the comment was, bro. Okay, this is a girl who I've known since donkey's years. And the comment is, bro, what the hell did you do to your face? With your tattoo or something like that. You need to take it off or something like that. So now obviously that is not something, that is not the language a girl would put. A girl who's in her 40s would never call you, hey bro. That is a very childish, this today's generation and the uneducated bro, they keep calling. So, and she's a classy female. She wouldn't use such language. She knows me from childhood, like so long, and she wouldn't use that. Like, not childhood, sorry. She knows me from many years. So, and on top of that, it's like she never uses social media. Never. Okay? She is on YouTube. She has a profile, but the profile you can't search for it, nothing. She just keeps it off the grid. So I was like, okay, maybe someone hacked into her account. So I called her up and I said, hey, listen, I think someone has hacked your account. She's like, what? And I told her, this is a comment. She's like, oh shit, I think it's my kid. Okay. So I was like, your kid has access to your accounts? Oh, yeah, sometimes. So I was like, can you sort this out? Yeah, okay. All right. So my friend, she got it sorted out. Okay, deleted the comment. And she was very apologetic. Now, she has like 3 children and she's a single mother. And life is tough, okay? Basically, life is tough for her. She has to provide for the 3 kids. Her husband, the marriage didn't work out. And you know how tough it is for a single mother to take care of 3 kids. But now, I was just thinking about the incident that took place. The kid is, what, 4 or 5 years old? And then she has other 2 kids. And I'm not aware of the dynamics, but I'm pretty sure if one kid has a handheld device to log into the internet and have put up all these posts, then obviously the other 2 also must be having. So I was just thinking to myself, like, what kind of upbringing are these kids having? If you have all the kids who have access to the internet. And then I started reflecting on the fact that if a kid at this age, at such a small age, such a tiny age where you have to look up to elders. When I was small, like 4 or 5 years old, I would say uncle and I would be very polite and you'd see elders and you'd behave yourself with them. But today's 4 and 5 year old kids are calling people online, hey bro. Just think about it. I mean, the audacity that these kids have. In fact, I remember seeing one video where they're talking about, I think this was Vice, on YouTube, Vice channel, or Now This, one of them, they share pretty good content. So they put up this video talking about parents who share way too much about their children. Okay, so in this video you'll see 3 kids. One is a small girl, one is a boy who goes to college, and another one is a grown-ass person. They have their their mothers and father, whatever. So in this video, they show that the child is asking, the mother apparently doesn't know why she's having this interview with the camera on. So she's like, what is this about? So then they show the social media and say, see, you're sharing stuff about me. So they say, yeah, I'm very proud of you. I love you. I'm so happy. So the video was highlighting issues that nowadays parents, they overshare information about their children, which I totally understand. Okay, there was some interesting stat that in the first 5 years parents have shared around 9,000 or 95,000 something. Okay, but this was not what was shocking. What was shocking was this small girl, when she's talking to her mother, she said, oh, you posted this about me. So the mother says, oh, okay, like, it's a small girl. And then this girl tells her mother something that really makes my eyebrows go up. The girl tells her mother, imagine you're talking of a 5-year-old or 6-year-old or maybe 9-year-old girl. I think she was 9. She's telling the mother, but you didn't take my consent. A 9-year-old girl telling her mother, you didn't take my consent before putting. Now, before you jump the bandwagon and, oh, she's right, oh, she's so intelligent, oh, serves her right, this is how she should talk. What the fuck is a 9-year-old, man? Are you fucking earning? Are you paying the fucking bills? Can you go earn a little bit of money and take care of your own fucking expenses for the day? What fucking audacity does a kid have to say, did you take my consent? If my kid would have said, did you take my consent? I fucking rapped the kid. Just give one slap and say, go fucking stay in your grandmother's house. Go work in the field. Pay your bills. Earn your own money. Buy your own food. Pay your accommodation. And take care of all the expenses and pay me. Take care of me. And then maybe I'll take your consent. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't pay your fucking bills. Forget pay me. You can't take care of your own fucking bills. You can't take care of yourselves. You want an entitlement of people respecting you? Go fuck off. It's like, all these roadside fellows who are begging, oh, you have to respect us. Go fuck yourself, man. Then why you're begging? Go earn. Then ask for respect. Respect has to be fucking earned, not demanded. The problem with today's generation is, it's not that they are stupid in the head. The problem is the parents. The problem is you have children, but you don't have the time to take care of them. See, this is not me shitting around all those single parents. They never thought that their lives would be like this. But now you have a serious problem. You have children, you don't have the time to take care of them because your finances are not in place. You have to literally go work 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs just to pay the bills. Kids are left at home doing their own thing. They get influenced by social media. That is why today, once upon a time, kids, what did they want to do? Play with their Barbie dolls and, play football or cricket, or they'll play some sport. Today's kids want to be online and play these video games and climate change and Facebook and Instagram, this way, this. I've seen small girls. They'll take this way. They'll take 10, 20 photographs, and then they'll use the app to make their face small or eyes big or ears small. Just imagine a small child, a small girl or a boy is doing that to look attractive so that he can get a number of likes and comments. The problem is not social media. The problem is not today's generation. The problem is upbringing. You don't have fucking time to take care of your kids. And on top of that, you don't know how to fucking take care. Who knows? See, I don't know how to take care. I don't have a rule book. I just use fucking common sense. Am I right? Always? No, I'm not. I make plenty of fucking mistakes. That's why I always speak to people who have perspective and who are elder than me, and maybe there also I'll not agree 100%. But discipline has to be there. See, look at the tattoos on my fucking face, man. Look at the choices, life choices that I made. Had my upbringing been good, I wouldn't have done half the things which I've done. I dropped out of school. I was sleeping around left, right and center with girls. Luckily, I didn't get any STD. You know, I loved attention. You know, I had ADHD. I'm lucky that I didn't get into smoking, drinking, crime. I was just after girls. Enjoyed affection, enjoyed sex, and I wanted to be important, so I went into public speaking. My upbringing was totally fucking rotten, man. Absolutely rotten. But at some point I realized, you know, I cannot forever keep giving excuses of my past. Oh, I was sexually molested. Oh, I was manhandled. Oh, I was tortured, tormented by my parents. I can't forever at 40 and 50 look back on the past. Oh, this happened to me, that happened to me. I have to move on. I have to grow up. I have to take personal responsibility and accountability for myself. So that's why I decided, okay, my childhood was messed up, but I'm not going to mess up my present. I'm not going to destroy my future with the choices that I make today. And that is where I tightened my belt and I decided, okay, need to somehow find solutions. Yeah, the thing is, today you have parents who give all the wrong fucking advice. And especially with the dawn of social media, it's become a mess. Boys can dress up like girls and parade around like girls. And, oh, my child is gender fluid. I don't call my child he, or I don't call my child she. I call my child they. My boy can be a boy today, can be a girl tomorrow, whatever gender my child likes. The fuck is all this, man? Seriously, what the fuck is all this? Oh, my child can see me naked, I can see my child naked, we have bath together naked. Where do we stop? Where do we stop? Where is common sense? What, everything is what? Freedom and free and open-mindedness and... Oh, my child wants to go through hormone replacement therapy and chop off their genitals, and he doesn't feel good of having genitals, so we'll get it chopped off. We'll give him hormone injection from the age of 3. Fucking upbringing, man. There are parents who I personally know, they'll put their kids for karate. Okay, karate, you know, karate. And you have all those gimmicks. Break wood and all that, okay. This particular parent put a video of her son doing some fucking monkey dance. Okay, it's not karate, it's some fucking monkey dance. You're just running, yeah, like this. And the mother goes, yeah, wow. And the boy's like, oh, mama, see, I don't know, some fucking, this thing, there was a, you know, punching bag and he hits like this, and the mom said, oh, so strong. I looked at the video, it was on Facebook, and everyone's commenting, wow, this is so amazing, this, that. And the kid is actually commenting, mama say thank you, you know, the mother is making the kid say thank you. What the fuck are you doing? What is this gimmick? Oh, hitting, and all that karate. What the fuck is all this? Here in Thailand, you see these small kids actually exchanging blows with actual Muay Thai. Full contact. From the elbows to the fucking fist and kicks and violent, you know. Okay, that's a fucking fight. That's real. Not this, The fuck is that, man? My wife, sometimes, we have our little baby girl. She, you know, my wife, she didn't know English. She taught herself in these 1-2 years that she was with me. So she is still learning. So sometimes she says stuff that is wrong, but it's cute and I don't correct it. Like instead of watermelon, she says water lemon. Instead of 15, she says 15. Okay? Now, why am I bringing this up? The other day, my baby, as my wife was saying, say 15, she was saying 15. The baby, my baby, 2-year-old, said, Mama, 15. She corrected the baby and said 15. The baby again said 15. So then, oh, why is she saying wrong? And then my baby actually showed on YouTube. My wife was showing her YouTube. She put, and my daughter showed that video, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And there, lo and behold, the song said 15. Then my wife came up to me and said, hey, it's 15. Why you always told me 15? So I just told her it was cute. And then my wife exclaimed that the baby corrected her. Even watermelon. My wife used to say water lemon. See my previous video. You know, I shared on Facebook when I got newly married. It was cute. But now my baby is correcting. And just imagine, my baby is 2 years old. And my baby is like learning by herself all these alphabets, and it's mind-boggling how elastic their brains are. But whenever my wife wants to brag and say, oh wow, and this and that, and put it on Facebook, I tell her, no, we don't look for social validation. You want to encourage the kid? Fine, do it as a carrot and stick method, where not everything should be praised. Not everything should be wow. You know, there are times when my baby puts her finger in the electrical socket and I say no, and sometimes I even might give her a spank on the ass because she's putting her fingers in the electrical socket. You must have seen my video where the cupboard was going to, she had a habit of opening the drawer and climbing on top of the cupboard. So one day what I did is I emptied the plastic cupboard. I made sure that she opened it, and I was there supervising. You can check the video, it is there on YouTube. I made the plastic cupboard on top of her, and she found it heavy and she started to cry, and I made sure that she experienced a trauma while being supervised, that if she opens the drawer and climbs up, the whole thing can fall on her. So once after that happened, many people said, oh, you're fucking torturing, police should arrest you and this and that. Guess what? My daughter never did that after that. She never pulled the drawer. Just imagine, we are working, I am inside my room. My wife is maybe cooking something, the baby pulls the drawers and the whole heavy cupboard falls on top of her. So you have to have somebody guide the child. You cannot have a self-learning process always, and you cannot encourage. I know some parents who literally they praise their children from here to kingdom come. They just praise and admire their children as if they are God's gift on planet. And I know very intelligent people have done this stupid mistake. I'll give you examples. There was this, when I was in Dubai, this parent, husband and wife, came and they were praising their son and telling me how smart their son is in public speaking, because, you know, I was well known in the Toastmaster circles. So the husband and wife tell me, oh, my son is so amazing, he's so loyal, he's so good at public speaking, maybe he can even give you tips. I was like, okay, no problem, yeah. Okay, let me see his speech. Sorry. The father said, I want him to give you his speech, deliver his speech. I said, what speech? Yeah, he gave one speech which he won an award. Okay, fine. Go ahead, let me hear his speech. So the boy took 2 steps back at a big hall. I sat down there, the father mother sat, and this is exactly how he gave the speech. He starts by saying, it's kind of whatever I remember. Okay, this is what he did. He stands back. I was sleeping, and then the alarm rang, and I woke up, and my eyes opened, and I smiled, and I said to myself, oh, another day. And then I walked, and then I went to my alarm, and I hit the alarm clock. Every sentence of his fucking speech, every sentence, like I woke up, eyes opened, smiled, everything had a fucking gesture, everything had a movement. It didn't sound like a fucking speech. It sounded like a fucking, I don't know, some abnormal drama where a person's getting, you know, fits, getting seizure. Fuck, he was not standing in one place and delivering a fucking speech. He was running around all the places. I just looked at him for 3 minutes. He was dancing and He was talking of the dog and wagging the tail. And then I asked the father, okay, what exactly was this? He's saying this was a speech he gave and he got first place. Okay, first place with how many kids? Oh, there were some 10 children. And we trained the boy, and so I asked him, who wrote the speech? Yeah, I helped him with that, but he wrote it by himself. I said, can he write a speech by himself? No, he can't do that. We help him. So the mother and father sat and literally drilled this speech in his head. And then later on, when I was called and to check these kids, the kids that he competed with were all, you know, from poor neighborhoods. Most of them, their parents never guided them, and he was the only boy who the parents were able to guide. Now, because he got the so-called first prize, which he just got a small piddly trophy that you can get for less than $50 and some fucking paper, the parents are busy boosting his confidence. And you should see the way he was walking. He was walking like he was God's gift to fucking mankind. The arrogance and ignorance. In fact, I even have parents who tell me, oh, my kid is so smart in business law. He's so smart. My daughter, she can advise you on your brand. So I would look at the daughter and I would say, okay, advise me. You know, you should use Facebook for giving value to people. What the fuck? And then, you know, I'll tell you, in majority of the cases, when these parents come to me with their kids and blowing their trumpet, they are so smart. I put them in their place in fucking seconds. Like one of these girls, the father's telling me, oh, she's incredible lawyer, she can handle people. So I said, with your permission, right in front of you, can I show you her capacity to handle? Say, yeah, please, test her. So what I did is, I told her, stand against the wall. She stood. And I put my hands like this. And I told, okay, I want you to imagine a man puts his hand like this and says, hey, baby, do you like me? How will you react? And she was stunned. She's saying, I don't know. I said, okay. I said, sit down here. I made her sit next to me. And I told her, I want you to imagine you're going for tuitions and your tuition teacher puts his hand on your inner thigh. He touches you there. She was wearing jeans. Okay, now what will you do? And she looked at me and she just kept quiet. And then she started to burst out crying. So I told the father, please console her. Just make her feel okay. The mother was very disturbed. Mother was, you know, visibly disturbed. And the father was like quiet and he was shocked. So I asked the father, you said your daughter knows the realities of life, right? Can advise me and very smart and all that. If tomorrow you're not there and someone does this, what your daughter will face life? The father kept quiet. He was very upset. See, the thing is, it's very easy to talk all big shit and all that. It's not your rank, oh, first rank holder, or first prize in singing, first prize in dancing, painting competition. All this is fucking shit. Karate, first prize, parata and ballet dance, and all this is okay, great. The real talent in the world is go out there, earn your fucking livelihood, pay your fucking bills, earn your fucking money, take care of yourself, learn to be independent. Fine, you're a fucking person. You got my respect. You can't pay your fucking bills. You can't take care of yourself. You can't be independent. You're still a fucking bum. Have to depend on your parents. What fucking talent? We have become a society where we, oh, creativity, oh, originality. Yeah, fine, all that is good. Be creative at your own expense. Be amazing at your own ability to pay your bills. Fine. Don't be a fucking bum and expect me to pay your bills and then you chase your dreams. No. Because if I die tomorrow, who the fuck is going to take care of you? That's why Jackie Chan, I respect the guy. He's not paying his kid a single fucking penny from his wealth. Earn your own fucking money. Do your own thing. I'm not going to give you a single fucking penny. Great. That's how a parent should be. See, it's all about upbringing. Teach your children real life skills. Real life skills, not these virtual shitty skills and all this likes and, oh, Loy, can you share this video and get 10 likes and can you put a positive comment? The fuck is all that? Real life skills, real life. Earn and show. That's where the merit is. Not, oh, she did a karate move. Oh, she knows how to sing, Loy. She got first prize in painting. She's so confident, Loy. She's so smart. That is why if you speak to today's youngsters, what do they tell you in their job interview? What do you bring to the table? Oh, I bring fresh new ideas. Your ideas are fucking worthless. Fucking crazy. Anyway, the thing is this incident that took place, the problem is the mother has not spent time with the child. The mother has not raised the child properly. Because the mother is busy with paying the bills and managing her life. Because of the poor choices she has made in life, now a kid is also being raised the wrong way. And if at this age of 4 or 5, the kid starts going around calling grown ass people bro and all that. Just imagine when the kid is a teenager. When the kid gets introduced to smoking, drinking, the addiction of social media. You know what the fuck they're going to do. You don't put your foot down. You don't spank the kid when it's supposed to be spanked. You don't bring in discipline and obedience. You end up with a fucking generation that is like today's Greta Thunberg and self-righteous woke generation. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. What the fuck? How much do you earn, man? Yeah, all fucking shit. So this is what it is. Anyway, I wanted to share it with you because this is a fucking reality of what is happening today. Sad, but this is the reality. That's why for me, I'll make sure my kid knows the practical side of things. You want fucking respect, earn it. You want to show me you're big, go, get the fuck out, earn money and show me. On my fucking expense, don't talk fucking big. And you want respect, earn it. Doesn't come by default. Even to talk to me, you have not earned that fucking respect. That's how it should be. That is how the real world is. Don't take anyone's fucking kindness as a bloody weakness. Anyway, these are my thoughts. Let me know what are yours. I guess I have my own way of doing things. Feel free and let me know what you think. Take care.